Neuroinformatics. Number 13. Explaining away improved slides. Group 13. Our task was to improve the slides of the lecture which dealt with the concept of explaining away. We structured the topic into two segments. Firstly, a definition of explaining away and its structure is given. Then, we will give you an example to further illustrate the practical usage of the concept, which again is divided into the explanation of the task itself, the result, and the calculation. For us, there was a lack of an explanation and definition of what explaining away even is, so we added this slide to explain the general concept at the beginning. To better understand the improvement we made to the slides, we will shortly describe the concept itself. The concept of explaining away is a pattern of reasoning for an already observed event. It states that the observation of one cause reduces the probability of all other causes, thus removing the need to observe them. To visualize the definition we gave on top, we made a graph which represents both causes and the observed event. For continuity, this graph is being used throughout all of the slides. To give what we defined in the previous slides a more relatable real-world application for students, we replaced the fuel and battery example from the lecture with the sleep problem. In this slide, we construct our example and portray the basics and abbreviations in a style which is also kept in the following slides. The example starts with the observed event, which in this case is a lack of sleep. The two causes for that can be either coffee, mate, or both. In the slide itself, we describe all possible values the graph can take and set values for each probability. In our opinion, this part of the original lecture was good and well displayed, so we kept the overall slides and we modified it to our example. We also added a summary of the example on top to make revisiting the slides easier. We did, however, change the bottom portion of the lecture slide, as it wasn't really intuitively understandable and, in our case, even a little bit redundant. Given in this slide are the calculations underlying the example. These, however, are not essential to understand the concept of explaining away, and for us even confusing, so we only included them after the example was already established. For even further explanation, we reference our already uploaded tutorial, as these in-depth calculations share little with the actual concept of explaining away, so that those who are interested can further research, but those who struggle with the concept don't get overwhelmed.